Hello, today is Thursday and we will continue with our lesson for electrical and thermal energy. Energy and work. Remember that energy is the ability to do work or cause change. Work is using energy to move an object. Remember, work equals movement. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can be changed from one form of energy to another, but the total amount of energy never changes. Let us review the forms of energy. The strategy we use is MELT. There are different types of energy, including mechanical, electrical, light, thermal, and sound energy. Today's objective is student will identify mechanical and electrical energy by how it is produced. The key points for today are: there are different types of energy, including mechanical, light, thermal, electrical, and sound energy. The two types of energy we will learn about today are mechanical energy and electrical energy. Mechanical energy is the energy possessed by an object due to its motion or position. Electrical energy is when an electric charge, called electrons, move from one object to another. M is for mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is energy from moving parts. The way I remember is mechanical energy starts with the letter M and movement starts with the letter M. That's why mechanical energy equals movement. There are many different examples of mechanical energy. For example, the person riding the bike is producing mechanical energy when they are riding the bike. But they also use mechanical energy in order to make it work. If those pedals are not moved, the bike will not work. Mechanical energy is needed. The hammer by itself will not work. It needs the movement of the hand in order to work. Therefore, the hammer needs mechanical energy in order to work. Remember, by pushing the buttons to turn on a TV, it's not considered mechanical energy that is needed in order for the TV to work. This does not include pushing those buttons. Mechanical energy is when there is a movement used in order to produce something else. For example, the water is causing the turbine to move in order to create electricity. The water's movement is considered mechanical energy being used in order to produce electricity. We also have the example of the turbine. Now, this wind turbine uses the wind, the movement of the wind, in order to create electricity. This wind turbine uses mechanical energy in order to produce electricity. E for electrical energy. Electrical energy is energy that stores in battery or get from an outlet. It occurs when an electrical charge moves from one object to another. For example, we have many devices that need an outlet to be charged. That is considered electrical energy. Those electrons, that electricity travels to the object. Those electrons traveled from the negative terminal of the battery to the positive terminal of that battery. And that flow of electrons, it's called electrical energy. Which is an example of mechanical energy making something work? Pause the video and choose either 1, or 2 and explain why. Now, the answer for this one is number 1. Why? Because this girl is dropping the ball, and the movement of the ball, the dropping of the ball, is mechanical energy. And for mechanical and for movement. Number 2 is not an example of mechanical energy because I see batteries. Number 2, which is an example of mechanical energy making something work. Pause the video and choose example 1 or example 2. Make sure to explain why. The answer for this one is example 1. Skateboard is used in order to transport a person from one place to another. That is mechanical energy. Number 2, we see an outlet. Mechanical energy does not include an outlet. 3, which is an example of electrical energy making something work. Pause the video and choose example 1 or example 2. Now, electrical energy is the movement of electrons. So example 1 is putting the batteries into a smoke detector. This can be my answer because electrical energy does come from a power source just like the batteries. Example 2 says using a spoon to stir a cake. That will be considered mechanical energy. Stir. It's a movement. Therefore, my answer is 1. What kind of energy is being demonstrated here? Well, I know that in order for this fan to work, it needs to be connected to an outlet. That's why the energy, the first energy that it needs in order to work is electrical energy. Once the electricity flows, it'll make the fan blades move and create air. And those movement of the blades is considered mechanical energy. Today we learned 3 things. Number 1, we can use different forms of energy in our daily life. Number 2, mechanical energy is energy of movement. Number 3, electrical energy is energy of moving electrons. Your next steps are: number 1, watch the extension videos. Number 2, complete your independent practice. And number 3, complete the exit ticket. Thank you. See you tomorrow.